Hey guys, it's finally Halloween. It's finally that awesome time of year. My most favorite, treasured time of year is Halloween, more so than Christmas and my birthday. So you guys know I had to do another year of 31 days of Halloween because I love it so much. And without further ado, let's get started. So starting this look off, I'm taking the NYX Electroliner in Power Lines and applying that to where I want the skull to sit. I'm using my own skull as a reference and also looking at photos. I found that very helpful when doing this. And once I've got that mapped out, I'm going to go ahead and fill it all in using the Suva Beauty Hydroliner in Dance Party. And this part's kind of unnecessary since I covered it anyways, but it was kind of like a practice round for how I wanted to do the teeth. So I finally hit pan on my very first hydroliner, but luckily I have a backup. I just went in over this using about 2 to 3 layers, and then once I filled that in, I went over it once again using the Hydro Cream base in a pretty much the same color. I don't actually know what it is on their website because this was just like a sample tester that I got right here. But anyways, I'm just filling that in. It's going to help to make it a little bit more opaque, and then setting that all using some translucent powder. Once I'm all set, I went ahead, did one side off camera because, yo, it looked cool. And then going over all the empty spots using the hydroliner and fanny pack. And yeah, I did about the same. So I applied like 2 to 3 coats of that. I also went in and covered my ears and a little bit down the side of my neck. I'm going to be filling in the rest or like the center of my neck later, but I just wanted to get that down. So using the sample that I have of the Hydro Cream base in this shade, I'll be applying that all over the eye socket and blending it all the way up to where I've outlined it. And then I'm going to be going over it using the Suva Beauty Cupcakes and Monsters palette using the shade Clover, I think is what it's called. I'm going to point it out in a second, but I don't know what, okay, here we go. What is it? Clover Club. Okay, thank you. But anyways, I'm just applying that underneath the eye socket, so I'm starting some shading, give my brow a bit of a furrow, make it look a little bit more angry and scary. And then once I've finished applying that, I'm going to go in using the Urban Decay Electric palette, taking the shade Chaos and applying that all over the lid on the top and bottom of my eye. Now I'll be using the shade Gonzo to help with blending, so applying that into the crease. Then lining my waterline using Azure from the Slide On Glide On eyeliners from NYX, and then taking this heavy metal liner, glitter liner in Amp, and applying it underneath my lower lash line. Taking the Cosmic Gel Liner in Infinite Star, I will be outlining the shape that I had just created, and this was kind of more so to help with my patchiness of blending, so it kind of worked out, you know. Then taking the glitter primer from NYX, I'll be applying that onto the lid, and then going in using the Lit Cosmetics glitter in Gooba Grape, my favorite shade, and just packing that all over the lid. Then going in with the Perversion eyeliner, I'm just going to slightly line my eyes. I'm not going to wing it out very far, just very slight little flick. And then I'm going to go back in using the Heavy Metal glitter liner and just filling in all the empty spots. Applying some lashes, I used the Cocoa lashes in Maryland, and then these lashes, I don't know where they're from, but I put them on the bottom. And then I'll just be continuing on with shading, so applying a little bit more of like a darker green as well as like a lighter green, doing a mix of both back and forth, just to all the points where you would see a natural shadow. Once I'm satisfied with that, I will be outlining everything using the Suva Hydroliner in Fanny Pack. And then going in with the Hydroliner in Grease, I'm going to outline everything even further. This is definitely going to add some dimension and make the look appear a little bit more 3D. And before I went crazy with the cracks, I was kind of starting to add them throughout the face. I forgot that I needed to put glitter all up on it. So I went in using the Lit Clearly Glitter Adhesive all over the face, and then just took my finger and dabbed on the NYX glitter in number 7 and did this throughout the entire face, or like the yellow portion of the skull. And I took a little bit of that and just applied it to the highlight points of my eye. Now that we got some nice frohawk action, I'm going to go ahead and outline my temples and also the forehead area. So filling that in using the Hydroliner in Grease, and then taking the black eyeshadow, I'm just going to add a little bit more shading around that area. Take some of that black eyeshadow and again add some more shading around the eye area just to really deepen up and darken the hollows of the eyes. So now we can add a little bit more detailing. I will be adding the cracks sort of throughout the entire skull, wherever I saw fit, really. There was no rhyme or reason to it, so you can go crazy with it. Adding some more dimension to the nose, I'll be taking some black eyeshadow and shading along the outside portions, leaving the center portion green, and then I'll just outline the entire skull using black. Moving right along, I'll be adding some glitter to the teeth, so taking the glitter injections, I don't actually know what it's called, I'll leave the link in the description bar, but I'm just going to be applying that all over the teeth. And then for the gold tooth, I went in using the Shop Violet Voss Holy Grail glitter and just applying it to my face. I wanted to have one that was a little bit different because if I was going to be a skull, this would pretty much be what I would look like. I'd be glittery as fuck and I'd have a gold ass tooth, so yeah. And then I'm just going to outline all of those teeth using some black body paint and then add a bit of black eyeshadow for shading. Now moving on to the chest area, just outlining everything where I wanted it to be. It's not anatomically correct, it's more of like a creative interpretation, I know. But filling all that in, adding some shadows. I already applied some glitter, same as I did to the face. And then again, just going over it, adding some cracks. The only thing that I did differently here was add a little bit of highlighting. So taking the Hydroliner in Space Panda and applying it pretty much beside all of the cracks and a little bit along the sternum area. And that finishes off my look. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed that tutorial. I'm so fucking excited that I can actually share all of my hard work. I've got a lot of really cool tutorials coming your way, guys, so if you haven't subscribed already, please do. You can also feel free to check me out on all of my other social media. All the links will be in the description bar below, so photos and all that good stuff, you guys will be able to see it there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with another Halloween look. Bye!